Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Johnny Congdon. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday night. Well, when UAB fans showed up to Bartow Arena Saturday afternoon for the Bartow Classic against Middle Tennessee State, they expected a good basketball game, sure. But what they probably didn't expect was being witnesses to history. But that's exactly what they were, thanks to a man named Jelly. Jordan Jelly Walker, that is, the junior point guard, put on an offensive display yesterday that fans at Bartow haven't seen since the early 90s, as Walker exploded for a program record 42 points, breaking the record of his head coach Andy Kennedy, who set that record all the way back in 1991 in a victory over St. Louis, where he scored 41 points. In postgame, well, the two men, who now will forever be etched in stone in the UAB record books, spoke to reporters on Walker's historic milestone.
No, I did not know Jelly was so close to my record.
I feel like that happens a lot of games, especially at Bartow. I don't really feel different at any game, but I feel like once I make one, I can make a lot, and I feel like I've proven that time in and time out, like whether the FAU game or, the La Tech game. I just feel like when I make one or two, especially in a row, I feel like I can keep going, and today it just was, I don't understand.
G League action now. Squadron riding a 5-game winning streak into Sioux Falls tonight, taking on the Force. And speaking of a Force, check out the former Auburn Tiger point guard Jared Harper. Little finger roll up and under goes, and the Squadron extend their lead. And then a $1:42 to play in the third quarter. How about Darius Adams throwing up for Annie Bago, who slams it home? But that's when the wheels would fall off for Birmingham. Here's a turnover that leads to points. Layup no good, but how about DJ Stewart? The putback and the former Mississippi State star shines in. The Squadron, their 5-game win streak snaps at 5. They fall to Sioux Falls 111-104. And it was the 2022 Pro Bowl Sunday afternoon from Las Vegas, Nevada, inside Allegiant Stadium. Old format, AFC versus NFC in Alabama. Well represented. New England Patriots quarterback Mac Jones here, finding his old college teammate. Unfortunately for him, he's on the other team. Another interception for Trayvon Diggs. He led the league in takeaways this year, but Mac, well, he would bounce right back, scrambling to his right and gonna look to the back of the end zone. He'll find Raiders slot receiver Hunter Renfrow. That's in for 6, and the AFC extends their lead 35-21. And then maybe the only play that anybody will remember from this year's Pro Bowl, Mac Jones scrambling to his left. Hey, it's basically touch football out there, and he says, I don't care, I'm taking off, and he could go all the way. The former Crimson Tider quarterback into the end zone, and then whoop, he's going to hit the gritty. Look at that, getting the fans in Las Vegas all sorts of pumped up. Man, he's a fun character out there. The AFC, they go on to win the Pro Bowl 41-35. And hey, how about this? NASCAR in Los Angeles, the LA Coliseum, the sport of the South on the West Coast. And if you followed along on social media, well, mixed reviews. Although it looked cool, the cars, they weren't necessarily going at top speed. Not by any means Talladega or Daytona. Nonetheless, Joey Logano, he takes the checkered flag, and maybe the most important thing for the sport, more eyes on it. Cool event for sure. And then finally tonight, just a quick recap of the Brian Harsin situation at this moment. As Auburn president Jay Gouge addressed speculation surrounding the Tigers football program in front of Auburn's Board of Trustees meeting Friday morning down in Montgomery, saying, quote, there's been a lot of rumors and speculation about our football program. I just want to let you know that we're involved in trying to separate fact from fiction. We'll keep you posted and make the appropriate decision at the right time. And as we wait for that right time, that just gives fans of the Orange and Blue more time to wonder and speculate. It was reported Friday that Auburn Athletic Director Alan Green met with a handful of Auburn football players to try to keep them up to breath on the situation. Harsin went 6-7 in his first season as the head man of the Tigers, as Auburn endured their first losing season since 2012. That's all for sports right now, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.